Yeah, so the Daredevil series.
Staying with the MCU theme.
Yeah. The comic book theme.
Comic book theme, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Have you watched it?
No. The Netflix Daredevil series? Never have watched it. I checked out on all of those Netflix series.
I saw the first season.
Yeah. Here was my thing. I was doing AOG at the time and was really excited for all of that when it was announced. And I was deeply invested in, at the time on ABC, you had what was their series? Crap.
Oh,
Before
Agents of
Agent
S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Carter. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., yes, very much. I was invested in that show. And then after the second season started in, there were these rumblings that this series was not, even though it was tied into the greater cinematic story that was being told tacitly, it really didn't connect. And it was kind of being talked about as this show is not fully connected to the MCU. And so when these shows were announced that were coming out on Netflix, and it's what, Daredevil and
Iron Fist, Luke Cage,
The Defenders.
Yeah.
You had all of those. And I just never got excited for them. And they came and they went, and I've never visited them, because the whole time in my head I'm like, I'm not going to get invested in a show like this if it's not going to be counted as canon. If it's not really going to connect.
That's kind of how I was. Excuse me. That's kind of how I was. Like, why would I start watching a show?
Oh, God, he's got the giggles.
I was like Michael McDonald a second ago. It come from somewhere back in long ago.
We do not need this now.
We have to leave it in. We got to let the listeners get some giggles. All right, shut up. Shut up. Quit laughing. Oh, God. Oh, dude, I've been laughing so hard recently. Like, people have been saying the funniest stuff. I wake up in the morning and, like, underneath my ribs is just, like pain. I like, did I pull a rib out? It's like, no. I've just been laughing too hard.
That's just good living.
And I'm about 40 pounds. Living. I'm just about 40 pounds overweight. Oh, God. Okay, anyways. No, I was the same way, though. Like, I'm not going to get invested in some characters that aren't going to be around. And I'll never forget whenever Daredevil got canceled and all that stuff got canceled, there was just such an outcry. Not necessarily for the Defenders, but for Daredevil, because he's, like, the perfect Daredevil. And I think he's a good fit from what I've seen. He's pretty good acting. It'll be interesting to see him, you know, in a role like that, you know, film wise, because you couldn't transition, I don't think, the same delivery into the films. I will say, if you get into the Daredevil series, it is pretty intense in some aspects.
That's the thing that kept me away from it. Is I just wasn't sold on the mature aspect of it.
Yeah, and I wouldn't say it's like, I wouldn't go as far to say it's like, oh, like, this is R-rated, but it's pretty close. I mean, there's some pretty intense stuff there, and it's just like, okay, I get it, you know, that's part of his character. Like, his comics are brutal, you know,
yeah,
and you know that, but it'll be. I mean, he's in the MCU, so it'll be interesting. I mean, so is Deadpool, and I mean, I don't think they can really.
Isn't that the reason why Ben Affleck couldn't sell the character? Because we just don't see Ben Affleck as being a hardcore.
I liked him as Daredevil.
Continued with.
Oh my God, I liked him in I liked him as Batman. Don't get started on. I didn't. Oh my God, I hate you. Well, I'm just gonna tell the audience right now. We're gonna be doing a Batman watch, and we're gonna be determining who's the best Batman. So, eat it, Ethan.
Michael Keaton.
Is he though? I don't. Okay, we're not getting into this right now. I'm cool. I think it's cool though, Charlie Coxs. So that's a thing for sure. He is officially the MCU's Daredevil.
Well, I will say this: you posted here the Gizmodo.com article, and I went through and I read it. And the one thing that I found in there that I thought was really smart, Kevin Feige did say when all of this was coming out, he never said once, yeah, these shows are not canon. They are not directly tied into the MCU. He merely left it as, watch this space. Yeah, it could connect. It might not. We haven't decided yet. We haven't figured that out. And he was very open about that in 2013-14 when all of this was happening. And that's Star Wars. That's Kathleen Kennedy. That's the way you handle a franchise. You don't say, this is not canon. Don't get your hopes up. We're doing our thing. You don't say that. You leave it open and give yourself the opportunity to bring those things forward if the opportunity presents itself in the storytelling that's taking place.
Well, once again, thank you so much for showing up today. I really, really appreciate it. Again, if this is your first time here, consider subscribing. I know that's the thing that all the YouTubers do. Everyone's asking to sub. The fact of the matter is that it doesn't cost you anything to subscribe, and who knows, you might even see a video every now and then that you actually like or may be interested in. Not only that, I do a bunch of stuff, so make sure you check all the information down in the description down below. We got podcasts, we got Let's Plays, we got all kinds of stuff for all kinds of fandoms. So make sure you check that out. I would seriously, seriously appreciate it, and I would love to see you around here more. I am Gabriel Fast. I will always be the Wannabe Critic.